All right, joining us here on Good Day is the host of that great show, Andrew Schnitker. How you doing, Andrew?
I'm good. It's just amazing how I can hop from there to here. It's magic.
There you go. Right from the grass right to here inside the studios. Well, you got another week of football coming up. High school's been going on for about a week now.
Yep.
Got the second week upcoming. What's going on?
Well, you know, last week was a shortened schedule. There's only about 6 games on the schedule, and even for the Blitz, it was a scrimmage week. I just wanted to get that out there that we were working on the kinks, and now we've looked over the tape, and now we're prepared for week one. There's a big week coming up. 17 games on the schedule, so we'll be covering a lot of those all over Southwest Georgia. I want to get into the game of the week, if that's okay with you.
That's fine.
Baconton Charter and Lee County, and I know that people out there may be thinking, Baconton Charter, that is the game of the week, and I had that comment to me, but I think it's more from the Lee County perspective.
Yeah.
You know, this team was 7-4 last year, made it to the playoffs for the first time since 2005. Right, it's been a 5-year break in between, and so I think that people are excited to see a team that's pretty local, that is doing so well, and kind of to see what kind of offensive weapons they're going to have coming out this year. And they got a new quarterback and a new wide receiver who's a 10th grader who will be quite a stud. That's my opinion, at least. We'll see. We'll see how it goes.
All right. Well, that sounds good. What other games are on tap for Friday night?
Well, if you want to go local, then Monroe is hosting Terrell County at Hugh Mills Stadium. Right. Also, in Camilla, Westover is going down to face Mitchell County. Big one in Colquitt, against Moultrie. Colquitt County is playing Madison County from Florida. Colquitt is the #3 team in the state, ranked by the
Border War.
Yeah. Yeah, border war, but you know, Rush Probst, he's always got his guys ready to go down to Colquitt County, and they're the #3 team in the state right now. So always excitement when you go down to Moultrie for those games.
Colquitt County coming off a good first week.
That's right, 31. They shut out Cook, 31-0. Tift County is also playing. They had a good week as well, winning 29-22 against Fitzgerald. And Worth County is facing that Fitzgerald team. This is the first time Fitzgerald will have a home game this year.
Yeah, and talking about Monroe, they've got some good offensive weapons, I think, this year, right?
Yes. Well, they just have size. They are athletic. They are experienced. They have 17 starters returning. Oh, wow. And they are big men. And by the way, I went out to their practice facilities. Yeah. Unbelievable.
I've been out there on that field actually personally myself.
I walked in there and I felt like I was at a college campus. It was unbelievable. The turf.
The field is real nice. Yeah, that field is exceptional.
Very nice facilities. Charles Truitt, he's doing a great job out there, and I think that I would say, I might get in some trouble for this, but I would say that they're the class of the Dougherty County teams.
Wow. All right. Yeah.
Just from practice.
Hey,
from practice.
You're telling the truth.
So cut me some slack 6 weeks in.
All right. And the Blitz, what time does it come on?
10:45 tomorrow
10:45 tomorrow night. Okay. Have all those highlights. It's going to be a good night weather-wise. So we're going to have that going for us. Talk a little bit. Let's turn the page just a little bit. Talk about college upcoming in about a week. Out from today, Thursday, and of course all these guys like it. Yeah, I see the Seminole. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, keep it going. Yeah, you may be ranked #5 in the country, whatever.
We'll see when Oklahoma plays them. We'll see.
Yeah, of course you're a big Texas Longhorns fan.
I am, but I'm trying to stay impartial.
We won't hold that against you. Yeah, it's not the SEC, so we ain't worried about that. Albany State. Tell us a little bit about that. Returning quarterback
Stanley Jennings. They had their first scrimmage last Saturday. It was an inter-squad scrimmage, but the defense actually showed up better than the offense, and that was kind of a flip-flop from the first 2 weeks of camp. Coach Mike White was saying how the offense was polished, and they had a lot of returning wide receivers, and they would be ready to go. And the scrimmage, they only scored 1 touchdown. There were 2 turnovers.
Probably got his guys going then.
Well, exactly.
That's what you do. That's what a coach has to do.
And you know Mike White. If you've ever met Mike White, he will get his guys going. There's no doubt about that.
Up in your face.
But Stanley Jennings is a great quarterback, and he's returning and should be a good leader for that team.
Yeah, so good things to come for Albany State. Let's see. What do we got? Week 1 in college football. Who else we got? Who does Albany State have? I don't even know who their
Albany State's playing Savannah State. They're out in Macon. That's September 3rd, which is, of course, the same day as an important game in Atlanta for Georgia and Boise State.
Boise State. Wow, that's going to be an interesting game there.
It is going to be an interesting game, and Boise State has a lot on the line. You know, obviously,
yeah, they got a lot to prove.
Boise obviously lost to Georgia a few years ago in not very impressive fashion for Boise State. If that's the right way to say it. But
they started out last year, if I remember right, weren't they at
Virginia Tech?
Yeah, that was a good game. I remember that game.
And we're able to win that one, but now they're going to get a taste of a little bit more SEC football, and the Georgia Dome will we'll be rocking.
Yeah, coming alive, coming alive. And then let's see, upcoming also Thursday night we've got Mississippi State and Memphis. Right. Of course, that's a little one dear to my heart.
Yeah, of course. Of course.
Of course, that'll be a trouncing. We don't have to worry about that score. I think we also have, what's the other big game? There's another big game that night. I can't remember who it is.
We got Georgia Tech opens up on September 1st as well. So that, I mean, you gotta talk a little bit about the Yellow Jackets and bring some of them to the table.
And,
as
yeah,
well.
they're kind of a rebuilding year, I think, this year, much like last year, I guess.
That's right. So. But you know, still going strong. And in 2009, you know, although it went as a suspended year, probation year, you know. They'll be back. They'll be back.
Yeah, I think they will in a couple of years, and we'll be back right after this break. Remember, the Blitz comes to you. What about 10:45?
10:45 tomorrow night.
All right, don't you dare miss it. Have all your high school highlights and more with Andrew Schnitker tomorrow night.